Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans' offense will get the football first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to...
He's loose on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. On the move, it's Fitzgerald. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Into the end zone. Got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
He stopped 4th and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2. So Mississippi State's offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback pulled up two and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's James. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the option. Quick toss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. Quickly to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's James. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Kick is in the air. After the filthy move, he's got room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Elevates over his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's James. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out of them.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Trojans will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the run, it's Sands. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up with those big...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The sure hands, it's Glover. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over New Mexico State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. It's Garcia. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Fitzgerald. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Second down.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give out of the gun. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Bringing it back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receivers got him.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Glover. Turns it on at midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The sure hands, it's Harmon. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Leonard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. Looking to throw, it's James. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Open space at the 25. Racing down the left side. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got enough for the first down.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
Jukes his way for more. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Stewart. Pressure coming. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
You got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to...
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Got him downfield. He puts Puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the gun. Sweet cut there. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Give to the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm.